Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode. Let me get the volume adjusted of Elite Dangerous. Today, I'm actually going to go out to find what is called the Void Opal, and it was brought to my attention by a Mixer viewer. I believe his name was Game Watcher 101. So shout out to Game Watcher 101 if that's your name, and if I butchered your name, that really sucks because that was a super awesome tip. So what I'm going to do today is going to hunt the Void Opals, which are a mining commodity that you can get. And apparently you get them in ice fields. So that's going to be my first step, is to get in the game here, get into my mining vessel, and go explore one of these ice belts. See if I can locate these Void Opals that are worth quite a bit of money. Alright, so I think I need to switch out ships. I'm currently in my fighting exploration ship. I'll check the price of a ship first. So, Diamondback Scout, Explorer. That's not that much money. I wonder why this is such a nice exploring vessel. Mossberg 472, how you doing? Alright, so I'm going to use this ship here. This is my mining ship. And so I'm going to head out to the local area and see if I can find myself these elusive Void Opals. Okay, so I got two options here. I can go, let's see here. So that's metallic and rocky. Just got into the game looking for friends. Oh, nice, dude. Well, you're always welcome to join my Discord, which is down below. I do play this game on and off. I've been playing it for quite some time. Whenever I'm playing, you're always welcome to join up and join the fun. So I do have a link to Discord down below there in Twitch. You're welcome to join up, join my Discord. There's several people that do play Elite in my channel. I've been streaming it more lately because, they've came out with some really nice updates, and some of these changes they've made have made the game a little more comprehensible and a little more easier to use. Alright, and those are both rocky. Okay, so let's see this. This current belt here is icy, and that's the outer belt. This one here has an icy belt as well. So I think I'm going to explore the one just right off the station. So let's go to this icy belt right here. Let's see, I'm going to jump into live stream channel. Oh, you know what? I probably screwed up. I didn't check to see if I was equipped. So I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, I have no limpets. This is going to be a quick undocking. Request approved. Anyway, happy Friday, everybody. Cheers. Oh, gotta steer the ship.
2,000 meters from touchdown.
So I typically stream tomorrow, but I'm actually going to be heading out to the coast and fishing on my Hobie Outback, which is going to be pretty sweet. The rockfish season just opened, so I'm going to take advantage of the really good weather and really good surf tomorrow and go out fishing. Typically I don't stream later the day because I'm just exhausted by the time I get home. So tomorrow's stream most likely is going to be canceled. But I'll continue off on my regular schedule. Alright, let's see if I can just load up real quick.
Docking complete. Commence power down. Greetings, Commander.
Okay, so it was just the limpets, basically. Hey Moss, welcome to Discord, man. You don't have to speak or whatever.
Disengage from landing pad. You are go for departure.
But you're just, welcome to hang out or whatever. If you have any questions, man, just hit me up. I'll try to answer them the best I can. Alright, so I'm actually going to... I can't see the ring. Is that where I'm going? Cat just jumped on my lap and it's acting really strange. Okay, so that's supposed to have a ring on it, but I don't see it. But anyway.
Landing gear retracted. Cannot comply.
Oh, it was on edge. Alright, so this is icy, I believe, on the outside. So this is like a hop skip away from the station. So that'd be lucky if there was void opals right here. And we might as well go into this outer thick layer right here. Let's go on the very out edge. Oh, you did all the tutorials? Okay. So it's been so long since I've done all those things, and there's a whole new player experience as well. So my player experience when I first started was they put you in a system, and then you just do, And there was very little to do when I actually started, it seemed like. There's been so much stuff added since the beginning, it's pretty amazing. One thing I forgot to do is listen to the news. Okay, looks like we got company, but he looks like a good guy.
Docked ship thief identified. The individual responsible for stealing a docked Diamondback Explorer in the Vega system has been identified. Fort Dixon's security chief, Miss Ike Sanders, told the media, "We have determined that Commander Bjorn Lennox's vessel was stolen by a Starship technician, who evidently acted alone without backup. The technician, Gan Romero, has worked at Fort Dixon as a member of the hangar service teams for the past 11 years. He has a stable home life on the station with a wife and 3 children, with no criminal record. Although Romero's job gave him access to landing pads, it does not explain his ability to bypass ship security protocols or launch without authorization. We have yet to determine his motive or destination. The scope of our investigation is widening and we hope to know more soon." Distant Worlds 2 expedition reaches Beagle Point. The Distant Worlds 2 expedition has reached its final destination on the far side of the galaxy, the Beagle Point system. Science correspondent Leon Banerjee reported for Vox Galactica. The Distant Worlds exploratory fleet, comprising thousands of independent pilots, set out from the Palani system on 13th January 3305. Over 3 months later, after traveling more than 73,000 light-years, ships have begun arriving at Beagle Point. Included among the expedition's achievements is the construction of the Scientific Research Station Explorer's anchorage. This now serves as a permanent waypoint for travelers to the galactic core, as well as facilitating detailed observation of the supermassive black hole Sagittarius A star. While Distant Worlds 2 is coming to a close, its participants will now plot their own routes through unexplored space back towards the core's systems. Zenday Partners announces transport service. Zenday Partners has revealed plans to establish a ferry service between the core systems and Guardian space.
Alright. Alright, so I'm assuming this is where I find these void opals, hopefully. I'm going to be scanning a couple of these ice chunks.
Programming lipid drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Okay, really low mineral content.
Scan complete.
So that's not what I'm looking for. So they typically have the same kind of consistent shape, but I haven't found one of these before, so. I mean, this one looks like it's got tons of crevices that can be exploded.
Programming lipid drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
So that does have a core. And it's grandidierite? Grandidierite. So I haven't mined this before, so let's just go ahead and mine it. It's definitely not a void opal, but let's just do it anyway. It's got a quick rotation on it, so I could probably just sit in one spot and plunk it with with charges.
Programming limpet drone.
Oops.
Prospect to limpet failed.
Sorry, that was not my intention.
Prospect to limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Try to get on the rotation axis, makes it a little easier.
Detonation sequence initiated.
Probably just one more, possibly. Give this one the light touch. And it still didn't do its trick, so let's do one more. There we go. Optimum yield. Time to back up. Nice, with almost a minute to spare.
Detonation in 10 seconds.
Hola, Eclipse. Oh, I didn't see how many chunks it said it released. Total chaos. What's going on, man? Happy Friday, everyone. Cheers.
Cargo scoop deployed. Programming limpet drone.
No valid collection targets, my ass. Okay, there it goes. Hey, Corona. So this is a local brewing company from where I live, and it's the North Coast Brewing Company. It's called Scrimshaw, and it's kind of cool. It's got a whale tooth on it. Scrimshaw. It's delicious. Yeah, so Total Chaos, I've had Elite Dangerous since almost day one. And I jump in and play on and off. It's kind of like one of the things I really like about the game is that it's not, I don't ever feel pressured to play. And I kind of play it like it's my own little single player game. All right, let's see, let's get rid of uranite. All right, so I'm getting gradurgidite. It says 254 per. So it's worth something. Oh, nice. Yeah, so I do have a private group. If you send me, I think a friend's request, like in social. I'm Commander Divinorum, Divinorum. You can send me a friend's request, and then I can invite you into my group. I think I have 30 members in the group. A lot of these people have not played in quite some time, but there are people in the past that have joined my group. And by joining my group, you can enter into my private instance of the universe that affects the universe. That's how that system works. There's single player, group play, or open world play. And I like to just take it casual and just chill in my own little copy of the universe, basically. Yeah, dude, it's super intense, Eclipse. I've never done any of the concentrate stuff. Oh, my windshield is freezing over. This is so cool. Yeah, so I've only done just the leaf itself, and that's enough for me. That's how I see it.
Programming input drone.
That's so cool how my windshield is frosting over. I mean, I know space is already cold, but can space get colder? That seems a little strange. Oh no, yeah, it's one of those things, dude, you have to have much respect and you have to use it in the right situation. To me, it's kind of like peyote. You have to be very careful and very respectful. All right, I think I got you in. I mean, I've got 11 of these already, so I mean that's some pretty good cash. I mean, you can't pass up an asteroid that's got something inside of it. You got to crack it open. And it looks like this Grandidorite seems to be doing really well. How do I look around while moving the ship? So I have default controls basically with the mouse and keyboard, okay? But there's a few things that I do. I have it so I press Alt to be able to head look. And then when I press Alt again, it snaps back to the center. The other thing that I set up is that when you press the number 1 and 2 and 3 buttons to bring up menus, it doesn't autofocus. It doesn't make me look at it. Because I really hate games that make you do things, and it doesn't make me feel like I am actually physically looking at things. And I can keep these windows open and engage and look at other things over here and bring up this window, etc., and bring up this window and not be forced to feel like I'm forced to look at the window. So I really couldn't tell you where it is. Well, maybe I could. So, and I mean, there's a couple things that I changed, but I'll see if I can show you where that setting is. But most of my controls are actually default keyboard and mouse controls.
Mission objective detected.
Yeah. New mission. This happened to me last time and I didn't take it. Okay, so if this is the last rock in this area, then
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
okay, so I think I got them all. All right, so let's see here inside the options, control options. I think here mouse, vehicle, flight, targeting, weapon, cooling, miscellaneous. Head look mode. This is where it's at right here. So head look mode. Mouse head look on. Let's see here. Head look state. Where is this? Sorry, I've had a couple beers too, so I'm having a trouble understanding where this is. Look down axis, look right axis. Okay, so that is not it. There's so many controls in this game. Move upwards. Exactly. Targeting, weapons, cooling, miscellaneous.
You want to come watch some children?
Yeah, I don't think that'll work. Yeah, so the problem, total chaos. You can set up your HOTA stick, you can set up all your voice attack stuff, and then the game changes a little bit, or you lose your settings, and then it stops you from playing the game. So I never wanted my controls to stop me from playing the game, because it's just super annoying to go in and meticulously change anything. So in head look mode, I know mine is set up for Alt. Alt sets up headlock mode, but let's see, interface mode, mode switches. So auto focused on text input field is off. And I think that's that autofocus, which makes you automatically look at a screen when you press like 1 or 2. So that's the autofocus on text input. So when this option is enabled, the comms panel will automatically select the text input field when switching to the chat log tab. Well, maybe that's not it. Man, there's so many damn controls. Okay, so head look. Left alt. What is that underneath? Mode switches. So head look mode is in alt. And it must have been autofocus, because there's some kind of autofocus. And I right clicked and I got out of that menu. Yes, I don't know if that helps at all, but basically how I have mine set up is just a few changes. And when I have Alt press, or when I tap Alt, it puts me into head look mode. Okay.
Cargo scoop retracted.
All right, so still on the look for those void opals. This one looks juicy right here. Hold up. Hold up.
Programming limpet drone.
Yeah, so I've been playing Eve a little bit on and off, and then I take really long breaks. I don't know. I just haven't had the draw to get back into Eve.
Prospect limpet engaged.
Yeah, so Moss, I used to play Eve and stream Eve like every day, pretty regularly, and I did lots of null-sec, low-sec exploration. I did faction warfare. I did mining. I did a couple other things. I think mission running.
Programming limpet.
Oops.
Prospect limpet failed.
Yeah, exactly. So Moss, it is one of those things where it really takes quite a few people to make anything fun happen. And I could do things quietly. I did a lot of things by myself, but I kind of got to the point where every time I joined a corporation, the corporation would either fall apart or move.
Asteroid scan.
I got so tired of moving.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
All right, not what I was looking for. Yeah, we had like a bunch of kittens in the backyard. We rescued 2 of them and brought the rest to the shelter. We can't take care of all of them. Yeah, so I have 3 accounts. So one of the accounts is a free-to-play faction warfare character, and it is a lot of fun. You can actually get quite far with the free-to-play account. So when they introduced that Alpha Omega thing, I did a test where to see if I could do faction warfare from like day one. And from like basically day 2, I was into faction warfare. And faction warfare was a lot of fun in Eve because it was like, for me, it was like PvP with purpose. And by doing faction warfare, it teaches you a lot about the game.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
I feel like I'm not being very successful at this belt.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Flight assist on. Flight assist on.
Flight assist.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
Total. That's cool, man. Yeah, Eve can be stressful at times. So I've never really felt that about this game.
Complete.
Just whenever I want to relax and chill and explore the Milky Way galaxy, this is where I go. And like I don't, I really wish I could explore the Milky Way galaxy, to be honest, and fly around in a spaceship. And I think this is as close as I'm gonna get.
Programming limpet drone.
This one looks promising.
Failed.
All right, so I got Grandite again.
Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if you let yourself get sucked into it, there's so much more that I'm not participating in this game. And Eclipse, thanks for the donation, dude. You rock, man. There's so much into this game that I don't do everything, which to me is one of the things I really enjoyed about Eve. All right, so let's blow this guy open and see how successful I am. I'm not going to pass this up, so... Uh-oh. This is going to be close. Optimum yield. I did it again. Time to back up with 50 seconds to spare. Alright, so sad news is I haven't found any void opals in this belt yet. But I am finding something that is worth money, so I'm not going to pass it up. I mean, this is very similar to Freelancer. I mean, there was a very original Elite Dangerous. I never played it, unfortunately, so I kind of don't have that nostalgia. Type 6, I am in a keelback. And one neat thing about this keelback is I do have a Pirate's Bay. And watch this.
10 seconds.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't launch yet, but I mean I have a fighter bay, and I can launch out of the fighter bay, and then it has all the stuff for mining too.
Okay, stand by for disruption. Cargo scope deployed. Programming Ether drone.
This looks like another juicy payout, but not void opal. It's okay, I'll still take it. Did my collector limpet die?
Programming Ether drone.
I'm starting to freeze again. I can hear my ship cracking. Oh, so yeah, I've seen X2. I wish I had X2 and was able to play it. I think X2 is a single player game though, so that's what kind of stops me from, I think, really playing it. Like, games get me really excited and I'm like, are they co-op? And they're like, no. I mean, it has to be at least co-op. So I'm in my private group currently. So if you want to send me a friend's request, I can invite you into my group. Cat keeps jumping on my lap. Alright, so I think you go back and you go to social.
Works for me.
How do you add a friend? You can search for me here. I'm Divinorum, Divinorum. So you do a search for Divinorum. I think that's how you invite people into the parties. And then when I go into social, I can see if they're logged in. Oops. And I can invite to my private group. Okay, I see it. I always do that. I right click. Ah. Basically, so that's if we're any time in the same area of space, we can kind of meet up and hang out and play in that area of space together without interference from outside griefers or PvPers, etc.
Detected.
I also have a multi-crew ship that is kind of fun. Multi-crew, you don't even have to be near me, and you can join my ship. So someday I'd like to stream some multi-crew action, and it would be fun to get people that are playing to join me in that multi-crew. Yeah, exactly. So it's all the same universe, whether you play single player or multiplayer. The actions that you do can affect the universe. So it definitely makes the single player game feel more alive. And with the NPC interactions also that you have in the game is one of the things I really enjoy is becoming friends with the station, listening to their tone of voice and their interaction with you change. When you first go to a station, they're kind of rude to you because they don't know who you are. And especially like the docking commander, they actually become more friendly with you when you dock, which is a kind of a cool experience when they're like telling you welcome home. It makes you feel kind of good when you get home. I've made this system my home for quite a while, and so I always come back here and it feels good to be home. So kind of no matter where you go in the game, you can kind of do that. You can gain faction standing. You can make it your home. You can make it your battleground. You can basically make it whatever you'd really like it to become. So that's a really tough decision. So anytime somebody asks me that question, I give them this generic answer. And my answer is do what is fun for you. It almost really doesn't matter the amount of credits you get. Hey, thanks for the follow, boss. It doesn't matter the amount of credits you get. The most important part is if you're enjoying the experience and the adventure. So that's my biggest suggestion to you.
Programming limited.
Some people love transporting goods. Some people love doing exploration. Some people like mining. Some people like bounty hunting. How I first got started was bounty hunting. I wanted to do combat. I did lots and lots and lots of combat. Okay, my limpet just expired again.
Programming limpet drone. Cargo scope retracted. Cargo scope deployed.
Yeah, so start working for a faction, start doing transportation, trucking jobs, and work up your reputation with them, and then eventually you'll get better jobs and make more money. And that will kind of give you that flying experience. So if you want to get PvP experience, there's the CQC that you can just join when you get into the game. And the things you do in CQC, which is like that battle game at the very beginning when you join, it's just like puts you in matches. The money you get in CQC is transferred to this character. So you can do CQC, learn how to fly little tiny ships and get into combat and just do the combat portion and still get credits for your main character. So, and I haven't done it in a while, so I really don't know how many people are playing, but the times that I did it, I really kind of enjoyed. I really enjoyed my experience. So CQC is when you start the game, it's called Close Quarters Combat. That's what I think CQC stands for. And so it is basically like, it's like kind of playing like a first person shooter where you just jump in and you join a match and you're up against a bunch of people and you try to do things. That is in this game. It's part of the game. And it's a whole little like mini game within itself. Yeah, Total Chaos, exactly. Arena type playstyle. And you fly little tiny ships around matches and you do things. Like, I think one of them was elimination, the other one was like capture and control. So I think there's a couple things that you can do. But if you want to get combat experience and just flying experience, that's a very good risk-free way to try combat, basically. All right, so unfortunately no void opals, but I did get 26 granditerite. So I really only have a few more spaces of inventory. Yeah, it's kind of an arena game. In space, you just kind of pick your ship, you join and play, you level up within the arena, and you get credits, and those credits are applied to your real world character, or your real universe character, I guess you could call it, because you're in the universe. So unfortunately I did not find void opals, so I may need to do a little bit of more of looking around with like a surface scanner or something like that. But I still did think I got some decent amount of money for the amount of time that I've spent here. So it's been an hour, and I've found 2 asteroids, cracked both of them open. Get out of the gravity lock. I did not scan the rings, no. So I just landed at a random ring, which was an ice ring. So they are an ice ring, so I may need to use my detailed surface scanner on the ring to be able to get a better idea of where these opals may be. But I mean, I still think I made out some pretty good money.
Cannot comply. Cargo scoop retracted.
We'll see you later. Because it's like right here. I mean, it's super close. So the amount of distance traveled and the amount of money I made and the time I made is going to be pretty decent. Yeah, so like Total Chaos, one of the things that I dislike about Eve is the universe is static and stationary. The planets do not orbit, they do not rotate, they do not move. They're always in the exact same position as they always were. And so to me, in Eve Online, that removes a lot of the reality of space for me and makes it feel more like a simulation of space than real space.
India, Victor.
In Elite Dangerous, everything orbits, everything rotates, everything moves, and so you can launch out of a station and get a completely different view of where you are in that solar system based off previous times you were there based on the orbit of the planets. So, and also on top of that, it being the Milky Way galaxy just really makes me feel it just really hits home for me. So that's my main reason why I like this game over Eve Online, is because of that experience.
Access granted. Please head directly for Bay 1-5.
See how nice these guys are all? Access granted, please. Please proceed. Yeah, so Moss, the queue for Arena, there may not be people playing it, and that may be the reason why the queue is taking forever, unfortunately.
Your approach is good. Maintain your
And if that's the case, I would go back to playing the game. They need to make CQC, I guess, more incentive or reasons for people to play that game, I guess.
Unlawful behavior in and around the starport is not permitted. We thank commanders for their cooperation.
docking complete. Ground crew dispatched. Greetings, Commander.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about an event, but I mean, I think CQC is a cool thing. You just got to get in when it's happening. I mean, talking about it now makes me kind of want to play it. All right, so let's see. And I'm taking the easy route, so I'm just bringing this minerals home, and I'm just selling it just at the closest place I can sell it. Now that's probably not the most optimal thing to do. The most optimal thing to do is probably take your commodities and transport them several jumps.
Yeah.
My Cerrone, thanks for the host, bud. So you would take your resources and you would take them several jumps and sell them in a station or a system that provides you with better income. But let's see how much they actually make for these guys. Okay, so they're 344 each. That's really not too bad. Which means I'll make 8.9 million. And that's about as much as I've made in other places. It's kind of going around. So the question here is how are you easily able to determine where to take these to make more money? And it seems like it shows me a couple systems and that are a couple light years away that actually buy it for a less price. Now, I mean, that's what it looks like to me. So I might as well I'm just going to go ahead and sell these here because I'm not really interested in looking for the most optimum price. Oh, wow. Did it plus them all for me and I didn't have to automatically do that? No, sell. Nice. Yeah, they did a couple things, man. I keep noticing. I just updated with the new patch. I noticed a couple changes they did. So here's another thing. So this right here is my multi-cruise ship. And so I mean, just for shits and giggles. Are you in CQC? Can you come in game real quick? Or did you actually get into a match? Yeah, so this is a beast of a ship. So I was going to show you, Moss, how you can easily come play with me in multi-crew. Oh, you're in a match. Oh, grats, bro. Nice. Okay. I won't try to invite you in. But anyway, you can join me in the ship. So I think this ship I put on like two SRV bays. I put it on a fighter bay. It has two other seats in the top here, one there and one there. Let's see, what can I do again? I'm Space Zero. So the ship's pretty cool. Yeah, the ship service. Well, Moss, I'm probably going to end my stream and eat dinner and drink a couple more beers. I typically stream for about an hour to 2 hours, and I've been streaming for about an hour. Currently, I am helping alpha test the Amazon's New World game, and that game is a ton of fun. And that's about as much as I can say. If you're interested in applying for the beta, you can go to I believe it's newworld.com, and you can apply for their alpha, I guess, or beta. Let me bring that up. So if you like first person kind of, or third person 3D action combat, PvP, territory control style games, New World has a really cool gem in their hands, and they've been working on it for a while. I'm really enjoying myself. So if you go there, you can go ahead and sign up. It's under NDA, so unfortunately I cannot stream or pretty much say much about it, except for I'm enjoying myself and it's fun, and you should go sign up. So yeah, total. And then also, I typically would stream tomorrow, but I'm going to be going ocean fishing. Ocean fishing season just opened up, so I'm going to be taking my Hobie kayak out into the ocean, catching some fish tomorrow. So I probably won't do my normal stream tomorrow, but typically I'd probably play a little more Elite tomorrow or something else. My stream schedule is down below there in Twitch, so you can check it out. That's when I try to go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Really depends on if I'm going fishing or not, but I'm pretty consistent on that schedule. And I've been playing some random games like Legends of Aria, Elite Dangerous, and there's going to be some other ones that I'm throwing in the mix as well. I want to go back and visit Star Citizen, so I just installed and updated that. So I'm gonna log in and check that out too as well. So there's other things that I'm going to be checking out as well along on the stream, but mostly sandbox style, open world, awesome, cool, fun games. So yeah. So again, thanks for everyone hanging out with me today and chatting it up. Much appreciated. It's always more fun when there's people asking me questions and hanging out. And that's the main reason why I do this is for the interaction and the community. So welcome to the community. You guys are awesome. And as always, keep on gaming, and we'll see you next time.